was all free. There was never an upsell.
The Ponzi scheme with DJ Envy. Telling you, man, you better tune in or tell us all I'm gonna say. Welcome to Progress Studios. Make sure you tap that screen, tap, 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 tap. I got steak and potatoes right now. We're about to get into with DJ Envy and his man. Allegedly stole about $8 million or $8-something million. Now the feds is on Envy because your man I'm winning took the stand. This is about to be crazy. You know me, no more further ado. Let's get right into it. Leave the comment below. Keep it 101 though.
According to DJ Envy, the way that he was disrespecting DJ Envy's wife on the text group, that because of the disrespect, he felt like, you know what, maybe he has to, he may have to box Tyrese. According to DJ Envy,
happened that? No, but this has been kind of like in the works. But he might go to jail.
He had attended a New York seminar with Envy and Pena.
When I went to the real estate seminar at the Job Center, it was full of black and brown Hispanic people and black people that wanted to learn real estate. In my mind, I'm like, wow, that many people.
Fine. On the regular radio and on the internet, DJ Envy and the Breakfast Club, right? And we then associate ourselves with a little butterball, Caesar Pena, who claims to be a multi-millionaire real estate investor, but just so happens to also be an ex-drug dealer who went to jail for fraud. Now, listen, I'm just a humble, simple, small-town financial advisor. I'm not like one of these slick Wall Street guys. I don't deal with billionaire clients. But if you were to tell me that there is a guy you want me to invest with, and in his past, he openly admits that he was involved in drug trafficking and then went to jail for fraud, and then as DJ Envy opened
according to DJ Envy, the way that he was disrespecting DJ Envy's wife on the text group, that because of the disrespect, he felt like, you know what, maybe he has to, he may have to box Tyrese. According to DJ Envy, the way that
might be going to jail. Do you know about this whole scam that's been happening? No, but this has been kind of like in the works. But he might go to jail.
He had attended a New York seminar with Envy and Pena.
When I went to the real estate seminar at the Job Center, it was full of black and brown Hispanic people and black people that wanted to learn real estate. In my mind, I'm like, wow, that many people.
Fine. On the regular radio and on the internet, DJ Envy and the Breakfast Club, right? And we then associate ourselves with a little butterball, Caesar Pena, who claims to be a multi-millionaire real estate investor, but just so happens to also be an ex-drug dealer who went to jail for fraud. Now, listen, I'm just a humble, simple, small-town financial advisor. I'm not like one of these slick Wall Street guys. I don't deal with billionaire clients. But if you were to tell me that there is a guy you want me to invest with, and in his past, he openly admits that he was involved in drug trafficking and then went to jail for fraud, and then as DJ Envy opened
all those pieces of people explaining that, niggas usually would have to pay money for that. But it was all free. There was never an upsell. There was no, well, to learn this information, you have to do this. There was never an upsell in any of my thing. The only thing that was ever sold was some t-shirts that said landlord, trap lord. And that's anybody that's been on any of my seminar. There was no upsells. We didn't upsell shit. There was not an upsell. There was nothing that you can buy then at any of my seminars. So the upsell thing, well, there was no upsell. So there was nothing that you can buy. Now, has anybody ever gave me $1, a dime, a nickel, a quarter, $100, $1,000, $100,000, or $500,000, or $1 million? Not one person. Because I'm making my business not to take money from nobody. And there's nobody on this live And there's nobody in here that could ever say Envy, they gave Envy $1. I done helped everybody get homes. I done helped over 1,000 people get into homes. And that's celebrities, from Terrence J to Sean King to so many different people get houses, to regular people get into a house using FHA credit or regular loans. And when they say, Envy, let me give you something, I'm like, I don't need it. Because I honestly did this to help my people. And there's not nobody else that can say that they did. No, nobody.
Hey,
now,
many investors trusted your business partner based off your relationship, right?
I'm glad that you said that. So now,
and I want to ask you a question. Like, as a public figure, how do you feel your responsibility for like your actions and his actions, and how does your professional view on all that play a part?
Okay,
how do you feel like? What do you feel like your part is in this?
I love that question. This is the thing. I have many different partners. I got partners that own water. I got partners when it comes to real estate. I got partners when it comes to clothing lines. I got partners when it comes to many different things. Many different things. So let me ask you a question. Me and you own a barbershop, right? The barbershop does well. On the side, you're a pedophile. And I don't know you're a pedophile. Are they going to say DJ Envy's partner is a pedophile and I knew about it? No, nigga, I didn't know what you did on the side or what you was doing. Not to say that even Caesar was doing anything right or wrong, because I honestly don't know. That's between them and whatever happened. But did I say, here, take this money and give it to this person or do this with this money? I never did. And nobody's ever come to me. And anybody who's ever came, if you ever came to my seminar, I tell everybody on this stage, whether it's credit repair or it's a conventional lender, do your homework, because I don't trust anybody. And I said that. And I said the reason I don't trust anybody is because, like anything in this world, somebody will treat me different because I'm a quote-unquote celebrity than they'll treat somebody else. And if you've been to my seminars, I say that 1,000,000 times where the speakers get offended sometimes. But the reason I do that is because I don't trust people. I don't trust anybody. I don't. That's just me. Even with real estate, I'm not a person that just buys because I never seen. I need to touch the house. I need to feel it. I need to walk through it. I need to know things on my own. So if by you putting out DJ Envy and a picture of me and Caesar saying that y'all did that, I didn't scam nobody for no money. I didn't take no money. And like I said, the thing with me and you is where I go from different is you know me. You say you didn't have my number. My number's the same. You got my number. You can call me anytime.
Well, I actually didn't have your number, Henry, but like
as soon as I heard, what did I do? I sent you my number.
But let me ask you a question, because the guy last night, he said that he gave Caesar $1 million. When he said he came to the office, you were right there to greet him. He said he felt like you were part of the entire process as far as bringing him into the, him even deciding to make this investment. He's like, I would never have made $1 million investment if I didn't have DJ Envy co-signing him and telling me that, he's a good dude. And then I come to the office and he's in the exact same office as I'm walking in before we even come to an agreement on the deal. So how do you feel like you play a part in that when an investor feels like, hey, my investment decision is based off the fact that I'm watching you sit in the same office with this guy, right? This guy said he was on his deathbed. He got $1 million lawsuit from a multi-million-dollar lawsuit from almost dying. He invests his money with Caesar and he's been chasing his money.
Now you telling me because I'm in the same office with somebody doing my car show business and somebody's in another office building, another office spot doing something else that I know what he's doing in that office space. And I greet everybody that comes in the office. You know why? Because that's what my mom taught me to do, because I'm a respectful, kind person. I don't care if you're young, if you're old, if you're black, if you're white, if you're Spanish. If you walk into my office, I look everybody in the eye and I say hello. And the reason why I do that is because 9 times out of 10, I got a couple $100,000 car outside and I want to see who's coming in and out my office. Now, if you go into another office and have a conversation with somebody and you decide to do whatever you want to do, that has nothing to do with envy. If Envy said, do this because I said it's cool, that's a different story. If you see Envy's name on a contract, that's a different story. But now it seems like you're fishing for things that put me involved. Just because I'm in the office with somebody else doesn't mean that me and that person is doing anything with each other.
Well,
doesn't mean I'm co-signing anybody. Doesn't mean that at all. And now if that person,
we look at you and Caesar from a perspective that you guys are business partners. So like every time I've ever seen anything with real estate, you guys both do it together. Like
no, we are business partners.
When I see the events, anytime I see Caesar never speaks. I only hear you speak.
So Caesar definitely speaks.
Every time we see an ad, I see he's looking over like this, and you are actually doing the presentation. So he's not like the person that's the spokesperson. So I'm just like, just being real when we look at it, like this man wouldn't have, nobody would fuck with Caesar if it wasn't for DJ Envy. Like, I wouldn't know who he was if it wasn't for you. Like, most of these people wouldn't, you know, when you say I'm attaching you, it's because you marketed them. Everywhere we see Flippin' NJ, there's DJ Envy. So if I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, if this is a guy that I'm investing with, I'm investing based off your likeness.
Well, see, this is the thing. I'm not any